it might be in the school premises, but she was in the year Sakiri, Kilo Shefa Bobby Tobobi Sakiri. My son has not been sleeping in his room. What is happening?
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The Avalanche. Systems are offline.
Well, the voice you just listened to is the voice of the woman who allegedly have been looking for his son. But right now, the son has been found. A lot of talk ongoing about the issue of the missing boy, who a lot of persons are talking about it. But today I want us to look at it critically. What is the issue about the missing boy? I'm talking about the boy that was missing, but right now has been found. But a lot of questions are surrounding that particular story. You know, a recent incident, like I said, has sparked controversy. Conversations across social media and in the family circles. At the heart of the matter, a troubling event at Babcock University's campus that has raised serious questions. Not just what happened, but why it happened, how it was allowed to happen, and how and who should be held responsible. Now, let's start with parenting, because there's a lot to look out for in parenting. The first school every child attends, the first government every child experiences, and the first line of defense in shaping a value-driven life. When a child becomes an adult who is impulsive, reckless, or destructive, society is quick to blame the environment. I don't know why. But before the environment, there's the home. The home front is there. We have to ask, are we raising children, or are we simply growing them? Are we nurturing character, or just financing comfort? The program is The Avalanche, and this is I-FLIER 103.3 FM Ibadan. My name is SAMSON, OMOTOSHO. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it. I'll be right back.
They say home is where the heart is, but my heart is wild. Did I start this? Did it start me? So am I fearless to be fearful? Does it take courage to learn how to cry? So many miles to go. Without love, maybe nothing is real. So am I loveless? Do I just love less? Oh, since love left, I've nothing left to feel. So many miles to go. When I start feeling sick of it all, it helps to remember I'm
Your family battle. My name is SAMSON. Your family battle. My name is SAMSON. OMOTOSHO, and of course this morning we're discussing a very pressing topic. Looking at it, what is it about a missing child that has now been found? Now, this was said to have been dropped in school by the mother. The mother alleged that she dropped in, but after a while, mother Fijabi Oyindamola Omota Shiwajuola, attending Babcock University, Elisha Remo there, and of course has announced that a boy has been found. Meanwhile, the Director of Marketing and Communications for the university, Dr. Joshua Sulaiman, also confirmed we are aware of it. Now, however, details regarding how and where the student was during a live Facebook video on Saturday, you just heard that voice before I came up, had called on members of the public as well as the security agencies to help locate her son. Now, what is the basis of our discussion today? It's all about the position of the parent and the position of the school. Now, what is the lacuna between these two? Because the school has a responsibility on the student. Likewise, the parent also have. This is a student who is still, who is still wanting to enter the school because she is not yet a bona fide student of the school. All right, is still a JUPEG student. It shows that university's preliminary examination board program. That's what he's writing. All right, it's a preliminary program for him to be a student of the school. So he's not yet a full and bona fide student of the school. But then, because he lives within the school, they call him a student because he definitely would have an identity card of a student. Now, this boy was reportedly left the school premises without following proper exit procedures, according to the university. That's Oladipupo, who left the school. Now, there's a lot of questions to ask. A student left a school premises without the consent of the security. How then did he make way out of the gate? How did he exit? Were there no security at the gate? What is the security architecture of the school like? Babcock has decided to file a lawsuit against the parent for defaming the school's name and saying they are not in charge of their student. But if you want to look at it holistically, what do you think concerning Babcock's security architecture? Has the school done well in terms of securing the student? Does it mean that any student can go in and come out without the consent of the security? I mean, this is not a public university where anyone is allowed to go out and come in. This is a private university, one that is highly respected in the country. So if such has happened, what is the position of the school? And these are the things that we're trying to look at. And on the other hand, looking at the parent, Now your child went missing, and all you could do was to go on Facebook immediately to announce that your child has gone missing. What is the relationship between the mother and the child? Why didn't the child tell the parent where he was going? Was there a cordial relationship between them, or is it about just paying school fees and allowing them to be? There's more to parenting than just paying fees and just making them feel good, or you just buy them clothes, you buy them wares and all of that. Isn't parenting much more than that? And that is why this morning we are holistically looking at that particular point. And there are a lot of hard questions to ask here. Cork University, one of Nigeria's most prestigious private institutions. And you see, a mother, the way a mother would always do, and he said, frantic, desperate, and vulnerable, raised the alarm. Her son had gone missing on campus, not off campus, not in town, not after skipping classes, on campus. She called for help. She pleaded for updates. She did what any mother would do when the child vanishes without a trace. But then, is that supposed to be on Facebook? And when the child was found, yes, to reassure, to reflect, or to apologize. The next move was to threaten. And you, that is listening to me right now, will be the judge and jury of this matter. Although the case is still ongoing because the school has decided to say, yes, we're going to file a lawsuit. It's about raising children. It's about remaining involved. It's about raising children. It's about remaining involved. But what about Babcock? This isn't just about a missing boy. This is about a missing boy. This is about a system that could not locate him until his mother made noise. Now, this is about security gaps so wide. A student could disappear and reappear without clarity. Is that what he's saying? It's about a university that instead of allowing its failings, chose to silence the voice of concern with legal threat. Now let's look at it. Where's the place of accountability? If your response to a parent's cry for help is litigation, not introspection, then we have missed the plot entirely. Because students are not just clients, they are lives. If a parent can't raise a voice when a child is missing, then what exactly is the price of enrollment buying? What is it buying? So now, parent, let this be a wake-up call for you. Involvement does not end in payment or at payment. All right? The essential thing is know your child, engage your child, ask uncomfortable questions. And universities as well. Your duty is not just to teach, but to protect. Security is not just about, gate pass and the CCTV stickers. It's a proactive, transparent, and humane system built on trust, not intimidation. And I hope that you actually have seen this. Now, I want to open the phone lines right now and see those at home who would like to join the conversation and talk about this. What do you think about this whole story? Don't forget, Babcock has said they have threatened to file a lawsuit against the parent of the child that raised an alarm when the child went missing. And right now the child has been found. But the question is, why didn't the mother who raised the alarm on where she dropped the child tell the netizens, or tell entire Nigerians, or tell the world how the boy was found? But the only thing we saw on social media was he has been found. But it was only the school that went ahead to tell us where the boy was found. Don't forget, the school is located in Ogun State. All right? And of course, what happened after the boy was found? A lot of things have been, a lot of talk has been ongoing about how the boy went missing, what happened, how some of the students have also complained about the boy in school. Don't forget, a lot of complaints had come. But then the only thing we saw was that the boy has been found. Now, contrary to public assertions, the school is talking now. The student in question left the university campus unlawfully without following established protocols or obtaining proper clearance from the university authorities. Now, how did the boy leave the gate? Was there a fence that was so short that the boy jumped through or jumped over to make his way out? Now, an unconfirmed report came as well that the university said, school. Now, where did the boy, what was he doing there? Why did he go there? And the university further revealed that the student's roommate had earlier raised concerns about his suspicious behavior and unusual habits, including the use of local sponge and black soap, which they claimed created an unpleasant atmosphere in the room. Now, it shows that the boy and his friends in school were not comfortable with his attitude. His roommates were complaining about the fact that this young man he bathes with local sponge and black soap. Now, which raises a lot of concern. And afterwards, even the mother. Now, according to the school, the student's mother explained that she had given him those items to treat skin conditions. Now, those were the defensive part of it, the way the mother could have defended the boy. Now, it gave him for skin conditions, including a herbal mixture made with lemon, turmeric, and of course neem leaves. Now, in our explanation did not really sit well with the school, with the roommate who were aware of the university's strict policy against fetish or suspicious items on campus. Now, they said, we believe this may have been a cover for our son's misdemeanors, the university stated. Now, the institution also has accused Mrs. Fijabi, the mother of the boy, of obstructing routine monitoring processes by allegedly pleading with our son's roommates not to report his absence to school authority. Now, could it be that the mother was kind of cunning? Because if you had come on Facebook to announce the missing of your child, and then you're telling the roommate not to report the case to the authorities, now what does that mean? So, are you seeing the story? If you are following the story very, very well. Now, what does this portend for you as a parent? What does it portend for you as an authority in the school? From this story, we could be able to see that there are two sides to the coin. The first is the parent. Now, indulging your child, telling the roommate not to expose what has been happening within the room, where the boy will have been caught over time, in fact many, many times, with black soap and of course local sponge, which is contrary to the school rules. But the boys, the roommates were not comfortable with it, although they didn't say anything because the mother had pleaded with them. But after the matter escalated, they had to speak up and say, this is what the mother said we shouldn't do. She pleaded with us not to talk about it, and even the fact that the boy was missing, we shouldn't talk about it. But then the question is, why would the mother wants to set the school up? What is she up to? Does it mean, is that the reason the school too is threatening with a lawsuit? And for the school as well, how did the boy make his way out of the school without the consent of the security agency, the security architecture of the school? Who is the CSO of that school? Who should be responsible for every child that leaves the school? More so, this child was said to have left the school without the school's authority knowing when, how he left the school. So, who should file a lawsuit? Is it the parent or the school authority? And this is the question I'm asking you this morning. What do you think? Who has failed? Who is to blame in all of this? Is it the school or is it the parent? You can call in right now. 0705 500 1033. 0705 500 1033. Or 0905 444 1033. Call in right now and let's discuss about this topic that has really been making the rounds since last week. But right now the boy has been found. Don't forget, But then there has to be a kind of investigation to know where the boy went. What did he go there to do, and how did he make his way out of the school? Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Maestro. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dr. Famuyiwa, sir.
Yes, my name is Dr. Ken Famuyiwa.
You're welcome.
This issue you just raised concerning Bako, I know Bako very well. The school is not well fenced. That's number one. Then number two, the boy in question. I think if I were the parent, I have to sue the school authority. Because at the point the woman dropped the child. Exactly at the point that she dropped the child, it had the custody of the university. Look at the gap between the time she dropped the child and the time the boy was missing. So these are things. If they get a very good lawyer, the woman must surely win. The parents must win the university. Because at that particular point that the boy was missing, it was seen during the school hours, during the school time. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
So there should be thorough investigation of this issue. But nevertheless, if I am the parent, I will sue the university, not the other way around. Thank you and God bless. Good morning.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Famuyiwa, for joining the conversation this morning. Yeah, Dr. Famuyiwa has made his assertions. He has made his own point from his own perspective. The boy has been handed over to the school, and is it within the purview of the school to have actually ensured the safety of that young man. And of course, if the child has been dropped in the school premises and has been announced missing, then the school should be responsible for the security of that particular child. Hello, good morning to you. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Yes, I'm with you.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, what's your name and where you calling from?
I'm Esther from Ogunbadi.
Okay, you're welcome.
I feel like the mom knows about this whole thing.
How do you mean?
Because she was the same person that told the roommate not to talk about the boy going missing, and she was still the same person that went on Facebook and declared the boy missing. And about the soap and the sponge, I feel like she knows about this whole thing. The mom should be blamed.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. Okay. So, well, the conversation is getting hot. Yes. Well, the first caller said the school should be blamed because the boy has been dropped within the school premises, and of course, the security of the child is within the purview of the school. And another caller has just called in right now and said the mother of the child should be blamed for this as well, because she must be of the know about everything. I mean, if you look at all of the story that were painted here today, according to the school, according to the roommate, everyone should be investigated. How did the boy get out of the school? Now, what is the mother? What is she also? What is she hiding? Why is she telling the roommate not to inform the school about the boy's soap and the sponge, the local sponge and the black soap? According to her, she said it's for it's for cleansing and all of that for the boys. There's a kind of is it a disease or something that she said it's to treat skin disease condition, and it's contain herbal mixtures, lemon, turmeric, and all of that. Now, all of this, we know that people do use some of these things, to cure maybe a skin disease or whatever it is. But the question is, why was the mother telling the roommate not to inform the school? Because what I believe should have been done officially was the mother to have gone to the school's authority and tell them, hey, my son, should have said, our son has a skin disease and this is what we're using to cure the disease. So please permit my son, that should have been the case, to actually use this. Because I know that it might not sit well with a roommate, but please permit him until he's cured so that the roommate wouldn't feel somehow. But then for the mother to have gone to tell the roommate not to speak concerning the matter, I think there's more to this than what we're just seeing on the surface. So if you think there's something more to it and you have an idea of what's happening around it, you can call in right now and join the conversation as well. 0705 500-1033, 0705 500-1033, or 0905 444-1033. There's more to it. Now then, let's talk about the school as well. The school is threatening a lawsuit because according to this, we have to juxtapose the points that is coming from both ends. The parent has gone to the social media to speak out, and that actually, to an extent, we would say has made the appearance of the boy to surface on time. Whether or not that is an aspect to look at that from. On the other hand, looking at the school itself, what is the position of the school? Is the school not supposed to be responsible for the protection and security of the child? Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning again.
All right.
Ordinarily, every school have student affairs unit.
Yes.
Now, the issue is this: by the time the student was missing, what the woman supposed to have done is to go straight to the school, go to the student affairs unit. I say, I've been looking for my child. What's happening? There's nothing wrong for her to go to the student affairs and ask for the child. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I'm with you.
So that is exactly how it's supposed to be. But for her now to go to the roommate and say this and that, in fact, this is a university system. In the university system, anybody can use anything to take to bath. Hello.
Yes.
So that's the way it is. Not a primary school or secondary school where you have a dormitory or whatever. So that's the way I look at it again.
But then, before you go, I want us to look at it from this perspective. Now, the mother had instructed the roommates not to tell the school authority about what the boys.
Sure.
What? Of course, that's the story we got. The roommates reported that they were begged, they were pleaded with not to say anything about what the boy does in the room. And
that area is questionable.
Yeah, that is where the question is. Now, the point is, if the school,
if that roommate himself, they have to call him to question. That's the way I look at it.
Okay, well, there should be a lot of investigation ongoing.
Thorough investigation.
I understand you. Thank you so much. Now, what do you think concerning this? All we are trying to unveil here, all we're trying to do, is not to shift blame from one place to the other. But what we're trying to see here is who should really be blamed in this matter. The mother is saying the university should be blamed. The university is saying the mother should be blamed. Who should be blamed in all this that we have been discussing about? 0705 500-1033 or 0905 444-1033. These are the numbers to call in at the moment. And, we need to ask some glaring questions. Where were the patrols, the surveillance, the proactive measures? How did an incident escalate without swift intervention? The university environment should be one of mentorship, structure, and safety. As long as we're concerned, if security is reactive rather than preventive, then we're in for a recipe for disaster. And parents must rise up as well. Rise beyond paying school fees to becoming intentional in monitoring values, peer influence, digital exposure, and emotional well-being. Institutions like Babcock must go beyond handbooks and chapel services to embed in real-time, accountable, and humane security structures that protect our students. No exceptions. All right? This does not only, I'm not speaking just about Babcock now. I'm speaking about other universities across board, okay, at the moment. Hello, good morning. Okay, so you can call back 0705 500-1033 or 0905 444-1033. Now, this is a conversation that I feel that must be talked about today. It's a conversation we must have, not tomorrow, not next semester, but now. Yes, because every young life deserves not just education, but protection. And every institution must be reminded excellence without responsibility is just a mere decoration. And I feel that we should be able to bring out some of these things. Let's talk about it structurally. What is the position of the parent? A parent allegedly, because we're not sure of it, and that's why we're saying that maybe even the roommates should be questioned. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello? Okay, you can try to call back 0705 500 or 0905 444 1033. Let's call any of these numbers. Now, what do you think concerning the matter that we've been talking about since morning? We've been looking at the incident of a missing child a missing child on campus, whom the mother said she dropped in the school, and after a while couldn't reach out to the child again. The child went missing. I mean, if you must talk about a child that's gone missing, there's a lot that we need to unravel here. We need to rationalize. We need to think. Now, what was the response of the mother? The mother went on Facebook to announce. Okay? Now, did she go to the school to actually talk to them about it? Did she tell them? What was their reaction when she told them? And what is the security architecture doing? As some persons I've heard started rolling. When I say head starts rolling, I'm talking about, as some people, have they been called to question the security of course on duty at that point in time? Have they been called? Have they been questioned? How did the boy get out of the school? Just like one of the callers said, that the fence is very short. Now, if your fence is short, if it's not a high fence, then what is the security measure that you're putting in place to ensure that students are not getting out of the school without permission? Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Morning to you, sir.
I'm Prince Babalola from Ibadan.
You're welcome.
Now, there are 3 questions to be raised. The first question is, with the age of the boy, what is the policy of Bangkok University? Is it that students of that age are not allowed to move freely? Because even during the day, if the boy decides to walk out, just like any other visitor to the university, the security guys cannot know every student by face. That's the first question. The second question is, when was the boy found? What is the difference? How many days after the mother raised the issue? Then, how was he found? And did the mother report back on Facebook to everybody that the boy has been found and that he went away on his own? Those are questions to be answered.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's take this other call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Baba.
Tajidin Oka speaking from Makana.
You're welcome, sir.
About 3 or 4 days ago, I said it on this radio that they should not ban students from taking handset. If to say the boy is with handset now, they will know where the boy is, and the parent will not be suffering again. You hear me now?
Yes.
But, hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
Hello?
I'm with you, Baba. Oh, okay. So, well, a lot of questions have been raised. The caller asked the question. Yes, the school authority does not know all the students. Yes, they may not know, but there is a means of identification that I feel that should be used. If you are going out of the premises of the school, there's a means of identification, which is their ID card. So they can use that to know who a student is, if he's a student or a visitor. And a visitor should also have a card. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning again.
Yes, sir.
Now, in addition to those questions, what about the father? Is it only the other about the mother?
Perhaps.
Hello?
We may not know. We don't know what's happening to the father. Maybe, just maybe, we don't know if she's a single mother. We don't know.
Visiting hours. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
Visiting hours of the university. Because I know that people who are finished from Bangkok, they have visiting hours. When exactly did when did he leave the school? What is the period between the time he left the school and the time that he was found? Those are questions. There are so many jamming questions that we need to ask. Many questions. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. All right, so well, we're going to do a little bit of an investigation into that and follow the story and see how it has panned out. Because the boy leaving, there was a question. I was about answering that question. What was the time he left? I mean, how many persons does the security know? Yeah, they may not know them facially, but then there's a means of identification. If I'm entering into an institution, I'm going to be given a card. That's a visitor's card. So I'm going out, I'm leaving it at the gate to say, hey, I'm out of the school. But if a student should, of course, all students should have identification, a means of identification, which is their ID card. So you're going out, you should be able to show it. Is it the time to go out? They let you go out. If you can't go out, they let you know you can't go out. So if the boy has taken the other route, which I am not aware of, maybe he has taken another route or jumped through the fence. What are the security measures in that school? That means somebody could actually jump into the school as well if the boy went through the fence. That's what I'm saying. I'm not asserting it. Now, if the boy had gone through the fence, that means someone could have entered the school to, of course, damage in the school as well. So all of these are measures that we need to put in place. Then secondly, I mean, the boy, when was the time he left the school? Is it the visiting hour or the time he was to leave the school? And if he was to leave the school, who comes to pick him up? Are they allowed to go out themselves, or they have someone who usually comes to pick them up? Are they allowed to go out? So there are a lot of questions surrounding all of these discussion today, but we have only come out to paint the picture, and of course to tell parents to be vigilant, not just to pay school fees. Be close to your child, be close to your ward. Let them know your